Right.
Let's talk about, if you right now give you an opportunity to give a message to the next generation of political thinkers and operatives, what would you tell them?
Ooh, if you've ever wondered what you would be doing at the height of the civil rights movement or the height of the Civil War, if you ever time traveled in your mind, I think there is a generation of folks who will come decades later who are going to look back at those who were acting in this moment. And so that placeholder you might have had in your moment of what you would have done now is that exact moment. We are facing threats on all sides, here domestically, I think internationally, and we've never been more connected than we are right now. We've never had access to information, access to each other the way that we do. How we choose to respond in this moment, I think, will resound for generations to come. And so now is that time to utilize our access, come together, and to, I think, hopefully defeat white supremacy. I think this is white supremacy's last-ditch effort to survive and take us out. And if we can survive this moment and knock it out, I think with the browning of America, I think we can also brown America's ideology and create the country that we've always dreamed about over the next few decades. So what we do right now in this very moment, I think will decide that. And again, I know it's a cliche, it's the most important election of your lifetime. We say that all the time. I don't think we've ever faced the threats we're facing right now when we have an active, admitted white supremacist, not only running our country as president, but installing people throughout the federal government who are also instituting white supremacist rules, policies, laws. And that, again, is having devastating impacts on many communities, including ours. But that also has staying power if we're not careful. And so what we do in this moment, I think, will determine the next 30, 40, 50 years of Black life in America.
So speaking of that, if you were to map out Black power over the next 10 years, where you think it lives? State House, media, corporate boardrooms, or somewhere we haven't even talked about yet?
I mean, the easy answer is to say all of the above, but I think on the political side, we got to take more power on the state level. The state level is where a lot of decisions that impact our daily lives take place every single day, right? When it comes to the courts, when it comes to these tax deals for, again, I mentioned these stadiums that are being built, right? We're spending hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's correct.
On entertainment. And I love to go to these games, to these concerts and these shows, but there are a lot of opportunities to impact our community through those policies that we're giving away. Billionaires, happens at the state level. So we need more folks running for state rep, state senate, running for governor. Those things will have a major impact on what happens over the next few years. A lot of what's happening under President Trump right now was tested or piloted at the state level.
Okay.
In a Texas or Louisiana or Alabama. Those things move their way to D.C. It doesn't happen the other way around. And so if we want to create progressive change to impact Black communities, we got to pilot that stuff at the state level.
Like they say, man, if you don't professionalize that power, somebody else is going to monetize it.
Exactly.
And I think that's why, and they've been doing a good job of doing that over the years. So I think it's really important. I want to talk a little bit about this Black media, and we talked about it in the beginning. I want to get a little bit more into that because of what's going on now and the importance of it. We done seen people like Don Lemon, Joy Reid, and others who have left networks. Tiffany Cross is another one who has left network, and there's many more who got pushed out of networks. Some networks are now not being as diverse as they were. Some of the issues and things that they were going after and looking after that was news, they're not covering those anymore as well. How do you see the Collective PAC and working with Black media, working in conjunction, and the importance of that? You mentioned that Kamala Harris only had a small group of Black media people who were able to benefit or work on her campaign. And to that, we could have probably did better in getting more of our community out with that.